If you are someone who's getting started with the journey of IoT and you are kind of struggling which sensors to learn, which boards to take, what are jumper wires, what sensors are good or not, then this video is definitely meant for you. As I have got an amazing sensor board and a device that's gonna help you to get started your journey into the field of IoT. Coming up. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. As you can see, I've been sent this box by Seed. You definitely want to go ahead and check that out. It's an amazing company and you can buy some of the really cool IoT stuff from there. So let's go ahead and see what's inside. Okay, so I think I have this thing. And is there anything else? No. So let's keep that aside. Boom, go. And this bubble wrap, I'm gonna open it, check what's inside there. Okay, so we don't need this bubble wrap too. And now we are left with just this board, right? So looks pretty cool. I think it says Arduino sensor kit. It's by Seed and it clearly says that I don't know if you can read it. Let me just zoom it. So it clearly says Arduino sensor kit is a plug and play system to get you started with electronics and programming. So definitely it means that it is something that is meant for beginners. All right, let's go and check it in the back. In the back, what else? Anything that we need? Okay, nothing. It says it's produced by Seeds. That's it. And yeah, I think that's all they have written over there. So it says Arduino sensor kit base. So definitely it means that it does not include Arduino. So let's go ahead and see what are the contents of it. I'm really excited. I anyway like this box. Boom. Okay, so before we get there, right, let's see what it says. Ready to get started. They have a link where you can go ahead and check out all the resources and the tutorials. And it says to share your experience using Arduino hashtag. We'll definitely do it. But now let's get to the important part is this. If you can get this good, it looks pretty cool, right? So now we're gonna go ahead and see everything more in detail. What else we have? We have some this cables, but you know what? We probably don't need them because I've gone through this board online and it is one of the boards that you just don't need anything else. So let's quickly go ahead and see what's this about. It says Arduino sensor kit base and behind we have a place to connect Arduino, so definitely your Arduino goes over here and let's go in detail and see what are all those and check each of the components separately. Alright, so let's get started and try to understand each component very briefly. So let's first go ahead and look in the center. Now if you see, this actually kind of looks like an Arduino, and if you come from a Grove Kit background, you can definitely understand this is almost the same. Now why did I say it looks like Arduino? Because if you go ahead in the back, right, you can see there's an option to add Arduino. So what I can actually do is I can connect this Arduino, the Arduino Uno that I have, and I can put it over here, and this actually then becomes your Arduino. So let me just go ahead and do it. That's it. It's that easy. So now your all these pins that you see, they work exactly same as your Arduino pins. But what about these? Now these are actually different digital, analog and pins. So if you see carefully, we have around 7 digital pins, 4 analog pins, 4 I2C pins and 1 UART pin. So all in all, this is your exactly Arduino. Now if you see from the bottom, now since I've connected Arduino, you can plug your Arduino cable over here and this entire board will be powered up. Now, before we go ahead and see all the different sensors that we have, I was really excited to see that over here we have this scale. I mean, sometimes this may be beneficial. Here it is centimeter, and in the background they have given in inches. So that was pretty cool to have it. I really liked it because sometimes you want to go ahead and measure your cable, or maybe some in other case you want to use it. So first one, let's get started from left hand side. You can see this one is LED and this one is buzzer. So they are the first two sensors that they're given. Primarily, you're definitely going to use it if you want to go ahead and get started. So this is the first one. Second is an OLED display. Now I think it is 0.6 inch So if you want to display any of the values, you can do it over here. Here we have a push button and a potentiometer. On your right hand side, we have a light sensor and a sound sensor. You also have a temperature and humidity sensor. I don't know if it is DHT11 or DHT12, but I did try it and it works great. Then we have air pressure sensor and acceleration sensor. So you can see we have in total 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All 10 sensors inside just one board. Now you do not need to connect even a single jumper wire, and you do not need even a single breadboard to go ahead and get started. Just plug in your Arduino and you're good to go. Few things that I really like about is not just in the front they have given, even in the at the back, if you see, they were very nice to put all these diagrams like sound sensor, temperature sensor, then the button, then the display OLED. That was very nice that they did it, and it clearly says it's all in one. Now you might wonder that what I found, if anyone who is watching this for the first time, you might feel like, okay, then everything is soldered over here, then why was I ever given these pins? Now, for instance, you want to go ahead and maybe add another sensor, right? And maybe definitely you can do it from these pins, but some other Grove Kit sensor you want to add it, so you can definitely use these pins to go ahead and add those. One thing that I was able to get through using this pin is, if you have ever worked with the sound sensor, you might have seen that in sound sensor there's a potentiometer, but over here there is no potentiometer. So what you can actually do is you can take this cable, right, connect it over here.
I'll just do it, or maybe this way, right? I'll connect it over here, and over here I'll connect to the sound sensor. Oops, starting. Okay, my bad.
Okay, finally I was able to get it. Okay, so you now see that your sound sensor didn't have the potentiometer, but you now connected the potentiometer that was over here, right? So I can now use this potentiometer to change the sensitivity of the sound sensor. Similarly, you may connect different devices, right? You may even be able to connect LED with this potentiometer, and you can change the fade in, fade out. You can do with the buzzer, and any other creativity you want to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly connect this thing to the your system, and we're going to make a very small program and see how it looks like. So what you see right now in front of your screen is an amazing resource that will definitely going to help you to go ahead and get started with this Arduino sensor kit. The link is sensorkit.arduino.cc. I just got this link. It was mentioned inside the box. It has all the lessons for every single sensor. So what I'm going to do now, on the top it says getting started. I'll click on it, and it just gives you the introduction, unboxing tools, some of the pins that we have. Uh, don't get kind of confused with the diagrams that we have over here, because this is kind of for Grove Kit 2. Then they have mentioned all the sensors that we have, their details. One thing that is very important over here is setting up your environment. Right, so that is what we are going to look at now. Is now you can use either Arduino web editor, or you can use Arduino offline editor. So in this tutorial I'm going to use offline editor, but it works totally fine even with a web editor. You just need to go ahead and install a Chrome plugin to use the web editor. Now, one thing that is important is this Arduino sensor kit library. You need to go ahead and install it in your offline editor. I've not done it with the online, but I believe you just don't need it to install anything that is online. So it works good over there. But what we're going to do now is let's go ahead and come to our Arduino, right? We'll go to tools, manage libraries, and loading. And I just click on installed, the one that I have. And you can see I already have Arduino sensor kit installed. So you just need to go ahead and search Arduino sensor kit, and the one that you get it, you need to go ahead and install it. Okay. So now that this done, I'm going to close it and come back to the lessons over here and click the very first one, that is the LED. Very simple. It's an LED. They give an introduction. Now, one thing that you might get confused is forget about these wires, right? these are for Grove kit, right? But for this amazing Arduino sensor kit, you do not need any cable. Everything is soldered over there, connected already, so you don't need them. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna copy this code. Okay, come to our Arduino, paste it, and save it as seed Arduino sensor kit. Definitely not the best name you would like to give. LED. Okay, perfect. Now one thing that is to note here, that you can definitely understand we are doing digital right, then we are doing it delay, high, low, delayed. So it is going to make your LED blink, right? But one thing at the top is you need to go ahead and give the number. Now let me go ahead and pull the Arduino sensor kit. Now what you see over here, that every pin has a number, right? This is a D6, this is D5, and every sensor has the number written over there. So if I need to go ahead and connect the LED, it has a number that is 5, digital 5. So I'm just going to write 6. Okay, it is 6. So I'll just go ahead and write 6, click on save, and I'll just upload it so that it compiles and do two things at the same time. So it says uploading, and there you go. You can see in the output that your LED is blinking. It is coming from this program. So you didn't connect any LED using breadboard or any of the wire. Everything is connected on the board, so you just need to go ahead and get started with the program. So let's quickly go ahead and do another program that I already had it, examples, or let me go ahead and open recent experiment. Okay, so this is the one that I had. I connected many different sensors together, like 3 or 4 5. The only thing is I added extra is you need to go ahead and sometime add Arduino sensor kit.header file, right? So this program, what it does is it uses your light sensor, and if the sensitivity of light is less than greater than 20, right, it would just put on the buzzers and show something on your OLED screen. Okay, so I'm gonna just upload this one. So the uploading is done. I'll click on this serial monitor just to go ahead and also have look at the light level. Now see, when the light level is 30, it's going to put the buzzer on and the LED on, and also display the values. Now if I just reduce it, if I put the hand over the light sensor, so the value will go less than 20 and it will not display. Now if I remove it and wait for 3 seconds, you see the value goes above 20, the light value, and it switches on the LED and the buzzer. Also, one thing you might have noticed that I have this temperature and humidity thing displayed over here. So I'm using the LED. So in just this one experiment, I'm using light sensor, DH temperature humidity sensor, buzzer, LED, and the OLED screen. So those are the many things you can go ahead and do it. So that's all about this kit and how to go ahead and get started. Now, if you have gone through this video, you can now understand that if you have this kit, then you don't need any of these, and I'm gonna just remove it from my table now. So I hope this video was beneficial for you, and if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe my channel. And for more of the data science, engineering, and sometimes IoT content, this channel is definitely meant for you. My name is Stephen Simon, and I'll see you in the next video.